Now that's what I'm talking about. Dang, son. I think. All right, so we are going to start with the assembly. A disassembly, my bad. But as you can see here, oh goodness. As you can see here, I got the front push bar, or the front whole grill, the whole front end of my truck, honestly. The whole bumper, front bumper, that's what it is. Including the headlight assemblies and everything like that though. But what I want to start doing though, is I want to start disconnecting, taking out these headlights here. I'm going to take out the grill as well because I want to also paint it. I don't know how I feel about the whole amber thing not being there, but honestly, a blacked out truck I think would look really good, like really good. Like a really blacked out truck, so I'm probably going to be able to sacrifice. I probably would want to see if I could peel these stickers out without there being a lot of like residue, which it looks like there's going to be some residue, so I'll have to figure that sucker out. Or you know what, I could put a piece of tape in and just keep it as it is, but we'll see. But I'm going to take out, I want this to be painted, I want these to be painted, and I want to take out the headlights here and see if I can start putting the LED lights in, because I do want to put an LED light here. And the LED lights are with me right now, so I want to put a whole light. I want to put the lights here, and I'm not gonna paint this now. I don't know. I think I should paint it actually. I don't know, because I do want everything to look new. But I want to disconnect it from the blue though. Okay, so as you can see here, I have everything disconnected, disassembled from this front bumper here, as far as like the headlights here, and I have like the splash guard that goes under. This is part of the whole front grille. Here's the grille itself, and here's a nice chrome piece for it. And I actually do have this little bag here for all the bolts, because it always sucks to lose its bolts. And I remember putting these bolts actually on my Mustang when I took apart the truck for the seat. But I also needed to save these bolts because these are important. Because this truck, I want it to go all back together like nothing ever happened. But that's super exciting because I got all of this put together or taken apart. So that means I can take this grill here. I'm going to paint it. I'm going to paint just the front part here. Because I'm not going to paint the whole, this is going to go under the truck. Only thing I want to paint is this here. And honestly, now I think about it, I don't think I'm going to paint it because it's just, I don't know what I think about it. Because it's like, I want to put the lights on it like right now. And I have all the parts for it, and it's like, you know, I've done this for a long time. I kind of know what I'm talking about, what I'm doing. But a nice fresh, whatever, a nice fresh a nice fresh paint of coat would be good for it. But it also needs a wash too. So I guess that's going to be further down the road. So I use this thing here as a marker, and you make the holes here. I have this light on board, so you stick the wires through the big hole and then through the little hole, which I think I'll actually have to make bigger for these screws here. And I'm going to put the light right there. Alright, I feel like that took a whole lot longer than it really should have, but technically, basically I had to put bolts in here. This is a whole, I would call it housing. This is a whole housing. So I put the two bolts here, had to put the bolts on the back, so it was just kind of tricky, because there's not, there's a lot of space, but I don't know, my hands kind of hurt. But I actually say this turned out really, really good. So, as a reward, I am going to hook it up to this sucker here. So let me do that real quick. So let's give this thing a try for the first time. I'm going to switch the switch right here. Here we go. Oh, that's going to be sick. It's going to look good. It's going to look good. So I got one down. Let's do the other one. Alrighty, so as you can see here, this is what I was talking about. I got the bolt here, and I got the nut on the back here, so this thing is definitely secured. So now what's left is I gotta fish these wires through here, like that, and it's gonna sit like this. That's if the red wire had gone through, but it's gonna sit on, and it's gonna come through just like this one, and then I'm gonna test both the lights. Now that's what I'm talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, oh my goodness, this is gonna be sick. So there we have it. I have 2 LED lights installed in the mirrors, and that's just not all I have to install. So this here is also part of the grill. So this is like the splash guard on the other part, and then this is part of the bull bar or whatever, and then this is where the grill would go. And I would still like to put some in the grill, but it's going to be a whole lot harder, especially having to go through this piece of plastic, because the grill goes right over this, and I would have to go through the front plastic piece. And it's 100% doable, but it's like I don't really want to destroy that, because if I'm like off or something like that, I don't want to hate myself. It's just perfect. So I'm just going to paint that and keep it nice and clean. But I am going to go ahead and throw in some lights on this sucker too, just one here and one here, just to make it look kind of more aggressive by the license plate here. And as you can see here, here's a Ford logo. So I think it's just that for the front end. And then I got to figure out, I'm excited, but then right after that, we're going to figure out how we're going to put one of these. Oh, come on. Oh, wait. We're going to figure out, how to put one of these in here. I'm going to have to do some deep thinking here. I mean, I was thinking I could get away with trimming part of it, but I don't know. We'll get to it in a second. All right, so now I have the LED lights installed on here. So this is part of the front and turn on the light thing here. Sweet. So I got LED lights now being a front, hood area. And then I still have my LEDs on my mirrors. And now it's time. It is time. I'm excited. I'm actually gonna shut this light off real quick. I gotta figure out what we're gonna do here. Also, I need to figure out if I have, so these ones here are red. So I'm gonna put, these are all red. So I'm gonna put those ones here, red. I think I only, no, oh thank goodness. I have it right here. I have 2 more here. So I have 2 more lights here, just enough for the light here. And I don't know, I really don't know. I mean, I've never done this kind of work before. But I'm gonna have to, I personally think if I had it going up and down like this, facing like that, I personally think that's the way I want to do it. I just don't know. I was thinking maybe I'll put this on here and cut into it very carefully. Cut out this piece here, make a hole, because I'm gonna have it going up and down so I can put the screws in here. So let's see what we can figure out with this. I love it when my ideas work. So as you can see here are the headlights here. They're not like mounted, but I just want to make sure they could actually fit in there still. And these headlights are going to be just fine. Yep, they're going to be just fine. So I'm going to go ahead. So let me show you what I did. So what I did was I cut a hole in here, and I was using, I used this little saw here to start the cutting, to line up thing up. Then I used my drill bit to cut a hole, to drill a hole. Wait, hold on. Yes, I sawed it like this. Then I used my drill bit because it wasn't going deeply through, because then all of a sudden you'd be parallel, right? Which would be bad. So then I was able to drill a hole, and I used, like I was on high speed, and I just like did this until it started to crack open. Then I used my pliers and started cutting off pieces of plastic. So that's why it doesn't look perfect, but it's gonna fit though. So let's go ahead and mount down these headlights and get these suckers wired and see what these suckers look like. All right, guys, I am super pumped to try the sucker out. Just gotta go ahead and take the wire off it here. 1, 2, okay, all right. Oh my goodness. This is gonna look like a Ford. I think this is gonna look like a Ford F-350. That's what I think. Ford F-350 vibes. Here, let me show you. Alrighty, you guys ready to see this thing? Let's see it in action. Oh! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So I have it in now the mirrors and in the grill. I moved it over there. The grill and the mirrors. And now I have it in the headlights. That's gonna look sick. Let's actually go ahead and pop it back in its back in this thing here. Oh no, the plastic came out. That's what fell. I heard something fall. I didn't know what it was. I'm gonna pop it in the plastic really. All right, so that's what this thing is gonna look like. I think it looks pretty sick. I mean, it looks a little, I think I have to see it on the full truck to actually, you know, enjoy it. But I think that looks good enough. I mean, I don't think that's gonna be the real resource of where the light comes from. The lighting comes from. Also, this battery is almost dead on this thing. So I think it's personally gonna be brighter. I am now thinking, yes, I still am going to keep these things as like a nice lights here, but I could have thought like I could have put pod lights there, nice big pod lights like the ones I have on my Mustangs. I think that would have been sick, but we'll see. I mean, there's still, you know, I still got. Oh, I could put pod lights where the fog lights goes. I could figure out the mounting and have like a board here and put massive. That I think I should do that because it'd be like fog lights. That looks sick, but this thing looks sick. Here, I'm gonna grab the Ford album, the grill, and put it here. Oh yeah, I'm trying to get the right vibe. Oh yeah, I think it's gonna look good. And now that I have the lights here installed here on my mirrors, I don't want to lose them and have anything bad happen. Well, I was gonna mount them down. I'm still gonna put them where it goes and put a bolt in them, just so I don't lose the bolts. So let's go ahead and put these mirrors on real quick. Alrighty, so now I have these on, and I mean, like I said, I just have to take a bolt off because it's a dash, so yeah, they can say it now officially because it won't affect, or maybe, no, I'm wrong. I think these came off because I'm thinking of these trim pieces here. When I paint them, I'll have to put them back. It's fine, it's one bolt. So, I got the mirrors installed. Let's see here. Oh, what the heck, it's so weird. This hood, well, I think it goes like about there. I don't even know. Maybe here? I think it goes like that. Well, it needs to move. Probably like that. So, I still got some work to do with getting the scoop part prepped for paint and the tailgate that needs to be painted and the side pieces. So I think all in all, it's not that many, but it's these trim pieces here, the tailgate. I do want to take off the Raptor and take off the badge, and I'm gonna paint that. And then also I wanted to paint on the side. It's right here. Yeah, I want to paint this here. Also, really quick, when I have all my drill stuff out, I am gonna bring this into the other room, and I have the switch already, but I'm gonna go ahead and drill out where I'm gonna put the switch that's gonna run all the lights. Okay, that was a little not fun, but what I did is I drilled a hole right here, as you can see here. So now, when it's all white, it has 2 wires peeking out from the back here, and they're never going to be exposed. So literally, it's just going to be a switch on, and it's going to activate the headlights. Then it's going to activate the grill lights, and it will activate the lights on the mirrors and any other lights I want to add on. I mean, I was like gonna go up there and look at the front end and be like, what other lights can I add? But front end's here. I would like to add pod lights because I want something like really obnoxiously bright. But at the same time though, I could add a light bar right here. And I've always wanted to, and this truck is so big, it would be like perfect for it. So I think I'm gonna try to I'm gonna go ahead and measure it, not right now, but eventually I'll measure it and I'll see how much that is and see how long it is. And see what kind of light bars. I mean, I could do like 3 small ones would look sick, or just one big gigantic one. And Amazon's got actually some pretty good deals, which is always helpful. But I'm gonna finish that left headlight, or right headlight, and then I'm gonna also bolt down this side. Right, so now on both headlights I have them installed officially. It's all done. I do know I need to run some wires, but now it is time to reassemble this and put it back together, and it's fine for now because I will figure out the grill situation. So I think, did it just sit like this? Yeah, I think it just sits like that. And then the silver piece here goes like that. Yeah. It's gonna look good. So let's go ahead, and I can see how the screws go in. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw in the screws, the correct screws here. And I, again, am not putting the grill on currently, so I can just throw it on there and mock it up. But I want to get all these wires all up to just 2 wires, right? So I have them all connected, just so that if I put negative and positive, all 4 of them will shut on. So I'm gonna do that really, get this assembled and get it wired. Guys, so here's the process. So I'm going from this to here, and these wires are really thick. I bought the wrong ones, so I'm having to like whittle them. It sucks, but it is what it is. But going to have it connect to here, and then I have the one from here to here, right? So it's all like a triangle here, kind of a thing, you know. And then I'm also gonna leave open another positive. So I'm gonna also have like a piece like this also wired to this, on top of the original harness, only because I might add more lights, and if I wired them in, I don't want to have to splice into here. I would rather just have, 2 extra wires ready for something else to be added and wired onto. But let's finish wiring this thing. All right, so I finally have it all wired in. So here's the harness right here. And I was thinking to myself, if I had more pod lights, when I add it to everything to make it original, I'm just gonna add on here, not there. Also do want to probably zip tie that together. But what I accomplished, I'd say it's good. Got LED lights here, got LED lights here. So I'm happy with it. I still think I want to find light pods here maybe, but it depends. But I don't think there's ever going to be a bright enough light pod that's going to be super bright. So honestly, I think it's a waste of time and money in my book. And then, like I said, I also want to add a light bar. I need to go on Amazon and order a light bar. I need to make the measurements so I can have that be the biggest light source, because it's a truck, it needs to have lights. Also, I noticed that I need to order more lights because this is my last one and I have no running boards. I want at least 3 on each side, so that's 6. So I'm just gonna order the kit, and it was cheap. So, and maybe I'll find some LED lights and find something more cool. So that's gonna be it for the bump bar. Let's go take a look and mock up the truck. Dang, son, I think that definitely changed the look. It's definitely what this thing needed. Oh my, I'm so thankful I did this. So I got it in the mirrors, I got it in the headlights, and I got it in the grill. That's gonna look sick when it's all wired up. I just have one screw here to hold it up though, and it is super late on us right now, so I'm gonna catch you guys in the morning.